G'day superstars, how are we all doing on this fine August the 2nd, 2007? Reclaim the future. You better believe it. Tommy, Joey, how you doing? I heard about the conundrum that you're having with the motorbikes down there in Victoria. Disappointing that the Victorian Roads Administration don't see the positive aspects of making it a little easier and quicker for people to register motorbikes in this day and age of reducing your carbon footprint on the world. So Vic Roads, thanks very much, you've been a great assistance. Today I've just been uploading the awesome folders of Federation Television to our new WordPress site. It's taken a little bit of time, but we've had about 3 different sites over the years, and they've all been amalgamated into one. A little bit like the amalgamation of our planetary star systems, the great unification of our galaxy. So we're doing a little bit of that at the moment. Tommy, obviously I spoke to you. Deloitte, our Federation accountants called, sorry, our previous Federation accountants called. Obviously they're continuing to find and search for funds and all the rest of it. And as we've discussed, they can take a very, very long walk off a very, very short pier. They will get what they're getting when they deserve it. So Deloitte called, and obviously Alicia called. Alicia's holding a meditation retreat here in October the 4th to the 10th. So 6 days she'll be hiring out the sanctuary for their beautiful retreat here. As I spoke to you, Tommy, some of them may be sleeping in swags, and some of them may want some kind of shelter over their head. So I think what we might do is set up some teepees out here on the south wing. They'll get a lovely view of the stars and also can retire to their own beautiful teepee. So that's most likely going to occur October 4th to 10th, and we may get some video footage of that as the day gets a little further in. And further news, I haven't actually fired up the RC50 yet. Took it into town yesterday to get the loop station going with Benny. He just bought his low wattage Panasonic plasma. Only has 150 watt output, so that's magnificent to keep that low down. And at the same time I tried to find some transistors and power outlets for the RC50. In the States they use 120 watt voltage, and here in Australia we use 240 volt. So we're going to be a bit wary of putting a transistor in. Otherwise we will blow our RC50 to the moon and back, which we don't obviously want to do. That's this little guy here. There you go. It's got American plugs, as you can see there. So we need to swap that over to the Australian standard, which is 240 volt, which is keeping us absolutely busy. I didn't get time to run in to go and grab that new 400 watt bass system for MILK Super Sub Woofer power system. I'll have to go and grab that from JC tomorrow in town. We'll see how we go. And obviously we're swapping over the 2 cars in Alice Springs. We've purchased a small 4-cylinder Verena, and we're swapping that over with Benny's big Toyota V6. We're going to reduce our carbon footprint as much as we possibly can, so that car is being swapped over as soon as we can, hopefully by about tomorrow. News around the world, guys. In Japan they've got a typhoon which is out there in the West Pacific Ocean at the moment, and they reckon by about the end of the week she'll make landfall on Japan's southernmost island, and they're predicting for that wind system to be upgraded to a Category 4, so we'll keep an eye on what's going on over there. Also in Japan, that 6.8 earthquake which occurred in July 16, affecting the Kashiwazaki Kirawai nuclear plant, which is the world's largest bioelectrical output. Now it seems they've worked out that it's actually been built on a seismic fault, so not the greatest of news for nuclear enthusiasts. Not good, not good. In Trinidad and Tobago, residents are concerned and very scared at the moment as mud volcanoes are continually rumbling on their coast, and it's causing fishermen all sorts of grief. And in Canada, the Yukon government are saying floodwaters have reached their peak, which have now reached the high waters and breaking all sorts of records out there in Canada. And also more flooding in India, where in the Dabanga province, where floodwaters have submerged roads and rail tracks, which is causing their community all sorts of grief. And then also in Britain, growing number of experts in Britain now believe that the weather systems has bypassed this summer and is heading into autumn. And the reason for that conclusion is that apples are beginning to fall from trees earlier than expected, and mushrooms are also poking up their beautiful little heads in the fields. Climate change, climate change, climate change. Also today, just fresh off the wire from our Earth Changes Media superstar, good on you Mitch, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake affected the Vanuatu Islands this morning, and at this stage there was no tsunami, and that warning was called off earlier in the day. And further news for our superstars, as the Tenerife and the Canary Islands over there in the northwest of Africa, which is a place that we love to hang out and have some fun. Where are we? There you go, good. More than 12,000 people have now fled their homes on the islands of Gran Canaria and Tenerife, where 5 days of fires have burnt 35,000 hectares of land. The fires are under control, but the situation remains dangerous as more high temperatures are expected. Tenerife, or the Canary Islands, is home to the ancient Guanche people. Their ancient stories go right back into the Atlantis period, and obviously there was a great desecration that occurred there when the Spanish invaded and annihilated the 6 to 7 foot beautiful Nordic looking people, the Atlantean offspring. Not very nice. And obviously over there in Greece, they've declared a state of emergency as the Cyclades island, including the popular holiday destination of Mykonos and Santorini, because of water shortages caused by the drought and the heat wave that is occurring there. So there's plenty of news going on around the planet, guys. We've had an unusually warm day here in Alice Springs. It's about 10 degrees, probably above our normal. It was only 15 days ago before leaving to Melbourne, and we were rugged up and had beanies and scarves on, and obviously your thermals. But at the moment we're just down to t-shirts and running around in your jocks because we can. And it's just changing very, very quickly. Now we've got some cloud cover, they're forecasting some rain, so we'll just see how we go. I hope all your climate change preparations going well, guys. We get back to our Monday maintenance scheme in a couple of days' time, so all we can do is get your mind around whatever changes that you can make, and obviously keep your carbon footprint down to a minimal. This is a Federation transmission for August the 2nd, 2007. Reclaim the future. We're here at Earth Sanctuary World Nature Centre. I hope you're having a magnificent day. Take care. Bye.